Good day, I'm Walter Pirro, the Supervisor of Continuing Education for the Somerville Public Schools, and also the Director of S.C.A.L.E, which is the Somerville Center for Adult Learning Experiences. For many years, S.C.A.L.E has been providing adult basic education services to community residents here in Somerville. I'm here today with a panelist who will be talking with us about some of those programs and services to the Somerville community. On my left is Mr. Ken Tamarkin, who is a word processing teacher at S.C.A.L.E. To my right is Susan Riley, who helps S.C.A.L.E in its programs in adult basic education and also in high school equivalency. And to Susan's right is Mr. Dubas Theodore, who is one of our students at S.C.A.L.E. He's currently studying in our English as a Second Language program. In a while, each one of us will be speaking to the particular specialties that S.C.A.L.E offers. To introduce our program today, we'd like to show a brief tape that describes some of these classes and activities and gives you an idea of what the S.C.A.L.E program actually looks like. After the tape message, we'll be coming back to discuss these programs in some detail. So why don't we go to that tape message right now.
S.C.A.L.E, Somerville's Adult Learning Center, located at 99 Dover Street near Davis Square, is part of the Somerville Public School System. It offers morning, afternoon, and evening classes in preparation for the high school equivalency and classes in English as a second language, reading, writing, mathematics, business education, and coping skills. S.C.A.L.E also offers the Adult Alternative Diploma Program, special needs instruction, and various training programs in data entry and word processing. A job placement component is often linked to the computer training programs. In addition, S.C.A.L.E offers a number of specialized education and training program options on a contract basis each year. Examples are the STAR program and New Beginnings. The STAR program is a collaborative effort of S.C.A.L.E, the Mayor's Office, and the Tenants Association of Somerville. This program is designed to provide adult basic education, GED instruction, job training, and counseling to Mystic and Clarendon Hill housing residents. New Beginnings works with pregnant and parenting teens to focus on basic education and job training. The major objective of S.C.A.L.E is to provide an education to that segment of the population which is lacking in basic academic and vocational skills. The staff at S.C.A.L.E feels a strong commitment to the individual's continuous growth and personal fulfillment, as well as his or her concrete academic and skills improvement. We provide for our students a mature climate in which they feel accepted, respected, and supported. We believe that within an informal adult environment of positive support, the students can experience success in a learning process in which they actively participate. Both the wealth of experience the adult learners bring to the learning situation and the emphasis on direct involvement of students in the formulation of their own goals make the S.C.A.L.E learning situation a very unique one. By helping students help themselves, S.C.A.L.E contributes to the betterment of the students, their families, and the community. Somerville Center for Adult Learning Experiences. For more information, please call 625-1335 or 625-1339.
As you can see from that taped tour of our facilities, S.C.A.L.E truly is an adult learning center. The programs are designed for individuals who are 16 and over, so that S.C.A.L.E is concentrating on students who are finished with school in some respects and are seeking to return to an appropriate adult environment. Many of the students that we serve at the Learning Center are students who are coming to us after having been out of school for many years and sometimes their skills in basic education may be needing to be improved. Susan Riley works in our adult basic education program at S.C.A.L.E, and Susan can speak to some of the particular subjects that we offer within the basic education program.
Yes, I'd like to talk first a little bit about the ABE department, which is Adult Basic Education, and then the equivalency degree programs. The ABE department provides instructions for people who are functioning roughly between the very, very beginning reading levels up until about 6th grade. And we cover all the skills that people need for reading, writing, and math. I'm particularly interested in the beginning ABE1 classes. We've seen quite a few people, more people in the past few years coming in who are very beginning reading students. And there's a lot of individual attention that these people get, and it's very important that people have the information to know that if they have this reading issue that they'd like to deal with, that we can really work with them on that. At the higher level, at the GED and ADP level, we have morning classes and evening classes, either for the GED, which is the certification that most people are interested in getting, and also the adult diploma program, which results in the awarding of an external diploma from Somerville Evening High School.
Mm-hmm. A lot of these basic education students sometimes embarrassed to come to a school such as S.C.A.L.E.
Absolutely, and that's why I've put most of my emphasis on that part of the program. There's a lot of embarrassment and a lot of fear. The thing I'd like people to know is that the ABE 1 and 2 classes are very small, and people get really individualized attention.
Mm-hmm. I understand some of them can also be tutored.
Yes, we have volunteer tutors in, right now, all of our ABE 1, 2, and 3 classes. And that really helps the teacher out a lot and the student, because it allows the teacher to be freed up a little bit more from some of the tasks that the tutor can take over. Mm-hmm. And it's really been, it's helped the classes a lot, and it's resulted in a lot of additional progress for the students.
Okay, good. Thank you, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, for many years now you've been involved in various types of S.C.A.L.E training. Originally, I know it was with some of the GED students, helping them get their high school diplomas, but now in the past several years, S.C.A.L.E has been heavily involved in helping community residents who might need some training for a specific job in word processing. Can you tell us something about what S.C.A.L.E is doing currently in word processing?
Sure. We have a program that's currently funded through the Bay State Skills Corporation called our Office of the 90s Skills Training Program. And we call it that because we're basically training people for skills that will help them with jobs and careers that will be very much in demand for the next decade. The program's a full-time day program with classes every day, 9 to 2:30. The program usually lasts for 14 weeks. And during that time, people will be taking instruction in word processing, typing, work awareness, personal awareness, business English. Now, to get into that program, people will need to type 20 words per minute and also have a high school credential. The bulk of the openings of that program are for people who are receiving public assistance, either AFDC or general relief. Now, there are some openings for the general population as well, so you should still contact us if you're interested. Now, many people who are interested in our training do not have high school diploma, or they're not able to type. For those people, twice a year we run a special 8-week preparation cycle so that people who are well motivated and we feel have the potential to succeed have the opportunity to. And in those cycles, for 8 weeks, they're in an intensive GED program for those people who need that. And everyone is in an intensive introduction to typing. where they go from being non-typists to typing 20 words a minute.
The real bottom line, though, is jobs. And unlike some schools in the area that might be charging a tuition or a large fee for some of their training programs, S.C.A.L.E, as a service to the community because of this funding, provides free training, correct?
That's right. The class is totally free. There is no charge at all. What we ask of students is that they consider the training program as their job, that they come to us on a regular basis, on time, every day, as if they were in the workplace, so that we can tell potential employers, yes, this person has had a good work record with us. And often people who've had no work history or spotty work history in the past, on the basis of our recommendation, some very prominent companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield, Harvard University, StrideRight, New England Telephone are willing to give our graduates an opportunity.
And to sum up, what's the bottom line in terms of the placement rate, successfully placing some of these graduates at the end of their training cycle?
In general, of the people who start our program, approximately 70 to 80% get successfully placed. Basically what happens is that anyone who really wants a job is able to do it. Even the students who struggle the most with learning the material do not have a problem with obtaining a job if they are motivated and they have their personal lives in order.
Okay, thanks, Ken. Somerville has a large population of students who have come to us from other countries, other cultures. It's always been sort of the American way to find your way into a community by finding some of the adult education opportunities and learning to speak English very well. We have with us today one of our S.C.A.L.E students, Dublas Theodore. Dublas, how long have you been in the United States now?
I've been for 7 months, not here yet.
7 months?
Yes.
Okay.
I came to America last year at the end of school to join my parents, of course. But I didn't finish high school when I was in my country. So I went to the high school, to the Somerville High School. They told me I was too old for high school. I have to...
How old were you when you came
I'm
to
21.
21,
I was 21,
so
yeah. I'm still 21.
a little too old for high school.
Yes. But they recommended me to go to the Project S.C.A.L.E. They had a good program there. So I went there and I take an English test and then an evaluation for the GED.
Okay.
But I did well in the GED test, but I needed more classes in English.
Okay.
They put me in level 2. Now I'm in level 3.
So you've been promoted?
Yeah, I've been promoted.
Okay. And what do you study in the level 3 class?
Well, the level 3 class, it's a very interesting class. I like it very much. It learns you how to pronounce and how to listen in. The teacher is a good teacher. It really helped us a lot.
Okay. And how long do you think you'll continue with classes at S.C.A.L.E?
Well, first I have to finish this level and the first one, and after that I have to take my GED courses, so I can go into college after I finish it.
Into college.
Yes.
What would you like to study in college?
Well, I'm interested in the geology.
Geology?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very high goal to have.
I don't know. When I was in primary school, I didn't know what to do. Also, when I went in high school in my country, I had that course, that GED, geology course. I like it a lot. I was the first student who ever did well in it, so I thought I might give it a shot.
And what would you say to students who are individuals in the community now who would need to improve their English? What would you tell them?
Well, they could call S.C.A.L.E, or if they know the place, they could go there and ask the counselor what they can do. Apply. They might give them a test to see how much they know about English, so they can put them in a class.
Okay, good.
I'm been out of school for a long time. I'm worried about being in a classroom, doing assignments and tests.
This is something I hear from a lot of students. There's really a lot of fear. If they've been out of school for a while, they just think they can't do it because maybe at one point in their school lives there was a lot of pressure and some difficulty. I think S.C.A.L.E, anyone who comes to S.C.A.L.E will see that it's an incredibly supportive environment. Although we have really high expectations for people and we want them to come and work hard and do well, it isn't like being in elementary, junior high, or high school. It's an adult learning environment, and people are treated as adults, so it doesn't have a lot of the pressures about testing and assignments.
I like to get my GED, but I also like to learn a skill. It seems doing both will take forever.
Any kind of training program that you're interested in getting into will require that you have either a high school diploma or an equivalency degree to start. That's just sort of a baseline for getting into a lot of programs. But even if it were not, what you learn in the GED classes will really benefit you in whatever kind of job that you have at a later time. You always need good writing skills, good math skills. So it makes sense to get the GED first and then go on to pursue your career goals. And it will not take that long. If you have basically good skills, you will have your GED in a reasonable period of time. It won't take forever.
I finished high school, but I'm having trouble to reading the memos they give me that for.
Whether you have completed high school or not makes no difference. If you are having any kind of problems on the job related to reading, give us a call. What will happen is that the ABE counselor will make an appointment with you to come in to do some initial intake and assessment, probably with me, and we'll find out what the issues are and what you need to work on. And you'll either be assigned to a class or you may have the opportunity of seeing a volunteer tutor and working individually. Whatever you're in, though, a class or an individual situation, you'll be able to work on those real specific skills that you need to perform better in your job.
When I complete the word processing class, will they help me find a job? I've never really had a job interview.
The job search is a very important part of our program. One of the factors in our program that makes it so unique and special is the very deep commitment of a number of private sector companies from the very beginning. We have companies, again, like StrideRight, Blue Cross Blue Shield, who will come and give presentations to our classes. We'll open up their workplaces for tours. We'll review people's resumes and give comments. And most important of all, we have personnel people from these companies who come in and provide mock interviews for all our students. And in more than one case, the practice mock interview has turned into a real interview, and the person was so impressed with our student that a job offer was made on the spot.
Is there any way I can work and go to school too?
Okay, most S.C.A.L.E programs you can. The general S.C.A.L.E programs in adult basic education, English second language, high school equivalency, your classes will meet 2-3 times a week. If you work during the day, there are evening classes. If you work at night, there are day classes that you can take. The one program where you might have some difficulty would be the word processing training program, because that is a 25-hour-a-week program meeting from 9 to 2:30 every day.
I have children at home. It's hard for me to go to school every day.
For the bulk of our programs, that won't be a problem, because if you can give us 2 days a week, generally there'll be a class that will be appropriate for your level.
Okay.
What if I need some extra help in some of my subjects?
We do have a counselor. If you need some extra work, you can talk to her. And if you need some more, you can talk to your teacher. I think she'll be kind to help you.
How much do the classes cost?
Well, the classes at S.C.A.L.E are free. Some students, if they want their GED or diploma, they have some costs, and sometimes you have to wait until they get an opening class, a place in a class. But I was lucky; I didn't have to wait long.
Okay. We would like to remind our audience that S.C.A.L.E classes are essentially free of charge, that the eligibility is such that an individual should be 16 or over. Usually they've not graduated from high school, but as in any situation, for specific information as to eligibility about S.C.A.L.E programs, you can simply call 625-1335. I want to thank the panelists for participating today. We invite members of the community and the audience to give us a call, find out more about what we're doing. S.C.A.L.E has been in existence for many years in the community now, is a service offered by the school department. We plan on continuing to do that for many more years to come. And we want to thank you for tuning in today to watch our program.